It's been a little while since I made a video. Um, I just felt like doing one today. First thing, my hair. I started dreadlocks a few weeks ago. I think it's been 4 weeks today, if I have remembered the right day. I looked back on the calendar and tried to pick when I thought it was. There's like about a week. I know it's within, but I'm not sure what day I started. And then I did it over several days because like holding my arms over my head. I was doing. Sorry, I have my laptop on my lap and it's all wobbly. I was doing twisted rips, so like I was holding my arms above my head doing this for like, and my shoulders were getting really tight and stuff. So anyway, I did it over a couple days. Also, so they're not all actually from the same day. I did this side first, mostly, although I try to do that on both sides. um, I didn't section them really, really particularly. I just tried to do it kind of um, somewhat evenly. I try to leave my bangs out because I thought that would be nice. And I just tried to do them so that they would lay where I wanted them to lay and not because um the first one I tried to do I had to redo it a couple times because I I had it too tight on the root, so it was like sticking straight out like this. I mean, they still kind of stick out right after a little bit, and some of them are more just kind of more lively than other ones, um but yeah, anyway, I saw that in a video in one of Lazy Dread's videos on YouTube. He said if you do it too tight to the root, it'll stick out like that. So I try to leave some room at the root. I know some people don't like that because um, I'm always seeing all these YouTube videos where people are asking about how to fix flat roots or whatever, but I don't know. It's not a big deal to me right now, I guess. And um, my dreads are like, I try to make them really small because I looked up a lot of videos or pictures about different dreads to see like what I liked better, and I just thought that the smaller ones kind of looked just kind of neater, I guess. So yeah, yeah. So since mine are so small, it might not be as big of a problem. I can understand people feeling like, their dreads are huge, and then the roots are just like, um, but from everything that I've heard, it seems like people just say washing your hair regularly is what helps out the most because if your hair is too oily or dirty, it doesn't really lock up as well, and then the new roots that grow out won't dread into the hair. But like keeping it dry and clean is the best for it. So that's cool. I'm glad I looked up a lot of stuff about it so I knew. It's it's funny because I have never really been interested in dreadlocks before, but it was kind of a thing that I never really considered being able to have or do. Like I grew up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, so it's kind of, I don't know. Anyone that knows anything about any sort of fundamentalist religious groups or occult kind of things, there are always a lot of rules that don't have anything to do with the religion that are just like, you can't do anything. So it's like, that's definitely something that I don't miss, and probably one reason why I try so many things with my hair. It's like being in that religion like we were always told like everything having to do with how we dress and how we act is about other people. Like it's about like how we're representing God, and even if it's something like for men growing a beard, which naturally grows on their face, and is not necessarily considered unpresentable. Like even like business people can have a beard if they have it groomed properly, or have it trimmed so that it looks neat and stuff. But being like as a Jehovah's Witness, you wouldn't be able to have a beard. And so it's like there were a lot of arbitrary things like that, like anything that made you different, anything that would make you just like everything had to be super conservative. I mean, depend on your area sometimes as to how exactly how extreme stuff was, but anyway, so I never considered dreadlocks because I always knew that would be like way over the line, like having your hair all matted up. And even though um, I think that there are a lot of ways to do it that doesn't look necessarily that dirty or as messy, like neglect dreadlocks, I don't like as much, especially during the process. Like even though I think that like it could be fun to do just because you just to leave your hair and not do anything, but wash it. I think that might be fun, but I don't really like the way it looks. Like I feel like when it starts to get all looped up and all matted everywhere, like you look like some sort of old mangy cat or something. And it just doesn't like even though I know that it doesn't have to be dirty, it's not because it's dirty. Um it just it looks dirty, so I don't know, just like a bad correlation there for me. Anyway, but um regardless, it's just too individual and too uh quirky or whatever to be able to have anything like that um and be a Jehovah's Witness. So anyway, so now I can do whatever the hell I want though, and I can have dreadlocks. And I I can't even remember how I started thinking about it. It's like I saw a video or a picture or something, and it just kind of made me think about it. Um, like consider the idea, and like I feel weird about it too because I don't necessarily like see everyone with dreadlocks and go like, yeah, that's so cool. I want dreadlocks. Like it's more of like a thing where it feels like it just fits me. Like for one thing, my hair um is doing really well with it. It's I don't know, like I always use conditioner normally because my hair is really can be kind of frizzy and like a lot of crazy hairs and like getting stuck how whatever way it dries like forever. um I don't know if that's like root memory or I don't know what, but it's like impressionable. I think there are different things like that that make it um work well for this. It's not naturally really smooth, but I don't have like really curly hair, but it's just kind of coarse or something maybe. Um, for white people hair. Yeah, anyway. So, here's some of my dreads. I feel like you can't see them very well because another thing I did was leave the ends loose because I think it looks nicer than I feel like when they're dreaded up to the tip it would look like you got snakes on your head or something. I don't know, I just don't like it as well, so. I'm sorry I keep wiggling my laptop. I have it like bounced on my leg and then I keep moving. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. Stable. You see my little guy back there? Um, that's just a stuffed animal I got last Valentine's Day. It's a raccoon with a funny heart on its stomach. I just thought it was really funny, so I got it. And then my husband put it out before Valentine's Day, and then I put his hat on it, so now it's like a gangster. Or like the Godfather or something. It's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah. So I've had them, like I said, for about 4 weeks, I think. Somewhere between 3 and 4 weeks, maybe. And I've washed my hair once. I um I normally don't wash my hair very often. Like maybe like probably less than once a week, like maybe once every week and a half or 2 weeks. Like sometimes it'll get really dirty before I wash it because I'm just like really, I don't know. I want to say that I'm lazy, but it's like I feel like other people think it's lazy. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's more like I'm bored with it. Like I get easily bored with activities like that, like just cleaning the same thing or whatever, like when I wash dishes or um, when I do laundry, I try to like listen to something or watch something that keeps my mind being able to be occupied, like be entertained because I just get really bored and it seems like forever and then like I can't even focus on what I'm doing or like it will literally take way longer just because my mind is bored and it like feels like torture. Anyway, it's just like that probably seems stupid to some people, but I it's not my like I didn't choose it. That's just like something about my personality that it's very important to me to enjoy like the process of things. So I try to as much as possible. I try to make things as enjoyable as possible for myself. And I get a lot more done that way, and it's a lot less stressful. Because like another thing that happens when I get bored or when I'm just forcing myself to do something and I don't enjoy it is like I get a lot of anxiety and I get crabby, I get tense. Um, it's like I have a really strong tendency anyway of ignoring how I feel about things or what I want. And so I have to be really careful to not get too far away. Like I try to keep a connection with myself, like with my feelings about things, even though it's like a constant effort for me to stay aware of how I might be feeling. Um, I just find it very easy to be cut off from my feelings, but it only lasts so long because, like, even if I feel disconnected from them, I am having feelings and reactions about things all the time, and if I don't stay aware of them and process them, eventually, like, they just build up, and I'm just getting more stressed, and I get like sudden and really overreactive emotions, and like once they start coming out, um, like I'll pick a fight with somebody, like and I'm not trying to, but it's just it's like my subconscious or whatever, my emotions like just get built up and they try to get out and they manipulate the situation. When me, even though I don't want to act like childish or be a jerk to people, it's like my emotions manipulate me in order to get what I need. If I don't give them the attention and choose to give myself what I need. So it's like becomes like even from a logical point of view just necessary to be aware of them and to attend to them so that I can be in control of when it happens, so that I can rely on myself and not be like really stressed about how I'm gonna be or how I'm gonna feel or what I'm gonna do or whether I can like trust myself to be able to handle things or do things or act the way that I want to and stuff. So it's like that's a huge thing that I've been working on. I know I've made a few videos sort of about something similar like being myself and it's kind of related. Oh, but it's been super helpful. Um, I can't say that it's like a really brand new realization, but I feel like I'm understanding a new dimension of it or being able to really realize it more, like enact it in my life more. So it's really good. Yeah, this is a long video, but I still want to talk more. Should I make another video? I should talk to myself about these things outside of a video. I don't know. Blah. I've noticed that when, like, a few times I've done this and I'm like, I'll just cut it and then I'll make another video talking about the next thing I want to talk about. But it's like every time I feel like I have to introduce myself, even though I'm not like, hi, this is my name, like some people do. Because maybe I should do that. I don't know. But anyway, I feel like I have to recap everything that I just told, and so like both videos end up being like about the same thing instead of moving on to the next topic. I don't know. So I'm not sure what to do about that. It's like I I know like I've watched a lot of other people's vlogs and I enjoy some of them and some of them I don't. And so I always wonder like if there will actually be anyone that likes watching this. Um, I guess partly it doesn't matter to me because like my first motivation is like what I was talking about to attend to my feelings and give myself the things that I need, which is like um, it feels good to talk about what I think and how I feel without worrying about like someone else. And when I'm with a person, I can't really do that very often. And I don't always think that it's fair to do it. um, so it's like like actually, I don't know. It almost feels like talking to myself, but I like feeling like I'm talking to other people or like someone will actually hear it. Like it gives me a different perspective on what I'm saying. Like kind of being able to, um, I don't know, express my thoughts in just in this format or with that in mind or something. So this, there's the dreadlock. Yay! I'm excited about my dreadlocks. Like these ones have gotten really messy and like a lot of the shorter hairs have come out. But in the videos that I've watched, especially Lazy Dreads on YouTube does a lot of really good videos about dreads and he talks a lot about how just that's just part of the process and for most people it's like a year before you're gonna have really locked in dreads that look like what people think of with dreadlocks. And that most people get irritated around this early dread stage, and but all you can do is just wash your hair regularly, not too regularly, you know, regularly, but not overwashing it. Um, and then just try to leave it alone. That's kind of fun to touch sometimes. Just it feels fun for some reason. I like how it's all like spongy. It reminds me of the same way that my hair feels when I crimp it or something. And before I did this, I was thinking about getting a crimper. Even though it's not necessarily that I like the look of crimping, but I like the way my hair is like more manageable that way because it's like very, um, I don't know, it just makes it a different texture than normal, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but I like it. I like how you can just kind of like do stuff with it, and it's easy to move it back whatever different way. It's like really malleable. Um, can make it really big and fluffy. Hmm, this is what it looks like. My hair underneath I haven't done at all because see it's too short to really do it, so I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do when that part gets longer. There's probably some at the back that is long enough for me to dread if I wanted. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I might wait for it to get a lot longer and just leave that part out, or um I mean, not that I've been brushing it or anything, so maybe it will kind of start to dread on its own after a while if I leave it alone. Um, I mean, I know after a while, it just usually takes quite a few weeks, so maybe, maybe. Otherwise, I'll probably just wait till it gets longer and then wait till it all gets a lot longer and then maybe it'll be easier. So I feel like it'll be hard to do this underneath hair, um, to section it and stuff. I don't know. It's just how I feel, I guess. I don't know. Alright, well, that is all, I suppose. Perhaps we'll meet again when the case is solved. Okay, bye.